The sky wept, and the tears became rivers of rebirth.
From the smallest roots, life began to whisper again.
They once hid beneath the feet of giants. Now the world was theirs.
In the silence of the new world, adaptability became power.
Massive flightless birds stalk the plains, sharp eyes, hooked beaks. For a brief age, they become the new apex predators.
Among the trees, hands learned to hold breath, and minds began to wonder. What began in shadows now thundered across the earth.
The cold shaped them, not to break them, but to build resilience.
And from extinction rose a symphony, the dawn of the age of mammals. And from extinction rose a symphony, the dawn of the age of mammals. The chaos of evolution found harmony in diversity. In the dark, a new kind of predator thrived. Silent, clever, unseen.
The sky, once ruled by dragons, now echoed with wings of hope. Some returned to the sea Korean, finding freedom in the blue vastness they once left behind. The age of mammals had begun, and the earth itself was alive with motion.
The giants returned, not scaled or feathered, but armored in fur and wisdom. Together they marched, mountains in motion, across a frozen sea. Patience was power, and in the stillness, the hunter learned to wait. In the shadows of speed, giants of patience still thrived.
The plains shook with the heartbeat of life. Now, unstoppable, untamed.
Even the heights of the world were claimed by those who endured. Earth was not a world of beasts. It was a symphony of coexistence. Even giants dream. Beneath the same stars, they'll watch the dinosaurs fall.
This was their golden era in Tungray, the reign of the mammals, before destiny shifted once again.
The balance began to shift, not by battle or beast, but by the whisper of cold.
They endured, step by step, carrying the memory of warmth in a world turning cold. Herds dwindle, the young falter, even the mighty begin to fall beneath the weight of the endless wind.
They learn to wait, to adapt, to endure, to think.
The face of Earth itself changed, carved anew by ice and time.
In the unseen corners of the world, tomorrow was being written.
Forces beyond flesh and bone tested the endurance of all life. Even in the deepest winter, warmth found a way.
The planets slept beneath the ice forming, dreaming of fire, of light, of rebirth. From beneath the ice, the pulse of life returned, fragile but fierce.
They played, they learned, they remembered K. Evolution had found a new language. For the first time, survival came not from teeth, but thought. And in that reflection, awareness awoke.
the spark of self.
They feared it, and yet something deeper stirred. Fascination.
Rain pours down as one bonobo shelters another beneath its armsat. Compassion begins to take shape.
For the first time, eyes that once feared the dark began to wonder what lay beyond it.
Generations pass heavy. Tool use becomes habit. Communication becomes structure.
The age of beasts faded a Clearfind, and the age of minds began. The giants were gone, but greatness still walked the earth. They had seen light before, but never light born from the earth itself.
In that flicker, fear met fascination, and a new kind of power was born.
For the first time, the night was theirs. Fire became their weapon, their guardian king, their first creation. In their hands burned the light of the future, and with it, the dawn of humanity. With every strike, they reshaped not just stone, but destiny. And so, wisdom began. Not written, not spoken, but lived. For the first time, they hunted not alone, but as one mind. Strategy replaced fear. Courage replaced instinct. In victory, they found unit cell. In unity, purpose.
Around the fire, they learned something far greater than survival. Humud. They learned belonging.
Memory took forms allied, and thought became story.
They faced the storm, and for the first time, did not face it alone. They had conquered hunger, fear, and fire. The world was no longer their enemy. From the ashes of fire came creation, the first whispers of art.
He did not paint what he saw, but what he remembered.
Others join in, adding handprints, lines, and shapes. The cave fills with color and motion.
Sound became memory. Rhythm became language.
Through movement, they found freedom. Through joy, identity.
From her breath came music vague. From her spirit.
Together they sang, not for survival, but for meaning.
The heavens, once feared, became their home of gods and dreams. They had learned to leave behind something that would outlive them.
And with that dawn, the animal had become the artist, and the earth its canvas.
They no longer wandered February. They journeyed, following the pull of tomorrow.
They taught without words, and yet wisdom spread like fire.
They looked to the heavens and began to understand the rhythm of time. Across the earth, separate tribes dreamed the same dream. Survival, meaning, and light.
From fear came understanding. From understanding, the first alliance. A child carves simple shapes into clay, the earliest form of writing.
From the fire's glow to the first gatherings of minds, civilization began to breathe.
They build primitive shelters with wood and hides. The first villages form along the riverbanks.
They began to dream, not of survival, but of legacy.
Their laughter carried farther than any roar before it, the sound of a new age.
They spoke of the past, and by doing so, created the future.
Time shaped their hands, but dreams shaped their minds.
In that gaze, the earth saw itself drawn and recognized thought.
Their light began to outshine the stars.
From chaos came order. From instinct, invention. From fire, a future.
And so, the next chapter began, Grace. Not of survival, but of creation.
The planet that birthed monsters had now birthed minds.
Their hands left marks that eternity would remember.
One spark became countless. One tribe became a world.
And so began the story of us, Halif, the children of fire and time.